I'm just gonna say it. He's not your future husband if you're scared to ask him what you are. He's just not. If you're tiptoeing around clarity because you're afraid it will scare him off, you're not building a relationship together. You're managing his comfort. One of my clients said the other day, I don't think people actually talk about intentions or wanting a relationship in the first few days. That just doesn't happen. But it does happen, just maybe not with the kind of men that she's been choosing. My husband brought it up on our first date. My guy friends, normal, successful men who have had their fun and are now ready for something real, are bringing it up on every date. Intentional people don't waste time. It has nothing to do with cool or uncool. Someone who's serious about partnership will figure out quickly whether you're on the same page. Just like a man who's truly aligned with you won't punish you for wanting clarity. He'll meet you in it. The ones who disappear when you ask where things are going were never headed anywhere with you to begin with. So if you're scared to ask him what you are, that might be your answer. You already know. Send this to a friend that needs to hear it and follow me for more No BS dating help.
What's the most a man should spend on a first date?
I feel like if I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna use all my products to come out with you, I need like a minimum of $200 at minimum, and that's like being nice.
And what does the man get in return for that?
My presence.
The best reaction out of everybody was her friend's face. I don't actually want to focus on this woman's preferences because I think that's besides the point, but what I want to point out is that this rule does not apply to all men. Now, it might be her standard that men pay $200 plus on a date, and she probably gets that, but there's a reason why she's still single. She's still single because regardless of all the men that were willing and able to pay all that money, paying that money didn't get them a relationship. We all know there are multiple men out there right now, previous situationships, maybe an ex she really likes, some guy on the internet who she really likes that won't go on a date with her, that could literally offer to hang out with her for free and she would absolutely go. The really important thing that we need to understand is that these rules are general rules, but do not apply to the men that women actually want.
Well, honestly and truly, most of these modern women want to get their hearts broken by Chad and Tyrone. For the rest of us, who actually want to improve on ourselves, we're going to go somewhere else and do that. And that's what today's sponsor, Anson Belt and Buckle, helps you to do.
Hairy, misbehaving women, and a young man said to me, when he heard me say that, he said, oh, so is that like when a man looks at a woman, he sees a scattered, emotionally indulgent man?
That's great. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Just like, oh my gosh. That's how we occur. We diffuse awareness created by estrogen. We occur scattered. And we, women said, why do women make their feelings the center of everything? And I mean, it was perfect. It's like, excuse me, something you should probably know is we don't make them the center of everything. They already are the center of everything. And recently I was talking to women about how many feelings are like a stack of pancakes right here in the center of our chest. I mean, we've got grief, we got hurt, grief, sadness, joy, love. I mean, it's a stack of pancakes. And so we didn't make them the center of everything. And then I asked men, where do you feel you don't have a stack of pancakes? You have a couple combos, right? Like right here, this part of your body, I would say, is where you're going to find power and anger and happiness.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
As a nightclub security guard, I'm gonna give you my go-to move to see if a woman was feeling me. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't believe in complimenting women, this video is not for you, gang. Number one, you gotta look good, but you gotta smell even better. That's not just how you get their attention, that's how you keep their attention. The way to a woman's heart is through her ears, so she's gotta feel what you're saying. See, here's the best part of knowing what I just told you. 90% of what you say is felt, not just heard. So let's say she's at the bar somewhere you can speak to her real quick and keep it moving. So just say something real quick like, hey, what's up, beauty? I'm really glad you came out tonight. You look amazing. Notice the pause at the end. That's the most important part. She's gonna say thank you, and you just say, yeah. Do not say you're welcome. See, this isn't about making a conversation because you was gonna walk off anyway. You just starting to initiate just a little bit just to see if she was feeling you. If she was, boom, that's a 10-minute conversation right there. If she wasn't, hey, I was on my way out anyway. Like the eye contact from that little interaction will tell you if she wants to have a conversation and how she says thank you. If it's a dry ass thank you, you take that thank you and you keep it moving. But at the very least, you wasn't some creepy dude trying to make a move on somebody that wasn't feeling you back.
And a lot of these modern women, they're confused as to why men stop pursuing so fast, right? You want all this attention, you want all of this validation. Why is he not giving it to me? Quite simply, men have learned, and either they have learned or they are learning to put their time elsewhere, right? A lot of men are going under the impression now, if you want me, then make it clear. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and get these wings and going back to the house.
Women are a little too nice to men. You're a little too nice, and I'm gonna need you to step into your tough, cutthroat era. Y'all refuse to put yourself first. You put them completely first. Give your heart over completely to them when they haven't even done anything for you. They're not protecting. They're not providing. You are slaving away at your job, supporting yourself completely, and you're banking on this man who isn't banking on you. And by the way, it's one thing for a wife to put her husband first and he's protecting and providing, and it's like they're in a good relationship. Y'all aren't even in relationships, and you give your heart over to these men. And then you let them walk all over you. You have no self-worth. You just take it and hope he's gonna change one day. You do not let men walk all over you. You go get another one. Why do we have this limiting belief, limiting resource mindset? Men are everywhere. They're literally everywhere. And this idea that like there's only one, this soulmate thing, please shut up with the soulmate. I can't. I'm done with the soulmate. There's 8 billion people in the world. You have one soulmate? Huh? That doesn't, and you happen to find them and they happen to speak the same language as you? BS. Stop putting men first who refuse to put you first, who refuse to value you, who refuse to worship you like the queen you are and the goddess you are. Get it together and step into your tough, cutthroat bitch era who cuts people off when they don't give you what you deserve.
There's a type of man that's very, very angry that women don't approach men, like on the street, like don't cold approach them. They say women should approach men, women should approach men. They say that all the time. And I have to ask them, do you think women would be approaching you? If women were the ones approaching men, you know the dating app data, they would still just be approaching the top 20, 10% of men. That's actually what they do currently. Women who approach, they approach the top 20, top 10%. Women approaching men would not solve your male loneliness epidemic. It would actually probably make it worse. The successful people would be more successful.
I'm stupid. Doesn't this prove the black pill?
No. What it proves is that when women have all the responsibility and onus of selecting, they only select the top. So creating another situation where women hold all the power of selection would not be to your benefit. That's why dating apps aren't good for you either. The best situation for you, the lonely male, is to not be on dating apps and to not complain that women don't approach. You're just gonna have to approach people. You're just gonna have to talk to people. I'm sorry. This actually just is your solution. You don't have to like it. You can give up, but that just is the solution. That's the facts of the case. And the last thing I want to clarify is men approaching women is not the same thing as women having all the power of selection. It's not I'm looking at everything available to me and just skimming off the top. It's what's right in front of me, yes or no. That is better for you.
A lot of these modern women are looking at men, and it seems to them that a lot of men are more detached now than they used to be. You know, why is a man not walking over to me? Why is a man not risking what his pride and his ego? Just come talk to me. I mean, modern women have literally said, I mean, just come over and talk to me. I mean, I might not like you. I'm probably going to reject you, but, you know, make my night. I need some attention. Nobody's giving me attention. There's been ladies that have said, man, you know, I went to Australia, and even though I have a boyfriend, I live over here in Australia now. I go to the club, you know, just having fun, and I'm not going to give any of these men the time of day. But none of them gave me the time of day either. What's wrong with you Australian men? Why are you not approaching? Why are you not talking to girls? Do you talk to girls anymore? You got another woman going over to Europe, sitting on the beach. Instead of maxing and relaxing in the sun, getting a little tan, sipping on a nice cold drink, you on TikTok record yourself talking about where the men at. I fly half across the world to Europe, and men ain't approaching over here either. Why do you think that is?
At first, they view their romantic interest as a trophy. They want to win you. They want to possess you. They want you to become attached to them. But as soon as you do, it switches. And then they start to view you as a toy. And the game they play with their little toy is, can I get you to value me more than you value your self-respect? They feel worthless. They hate themselves. And so to cope with that feeling of self-hatred, they develop a persona. It's the exact opposite of self-hatred. It's grandiose.
It reminds me of a video that I just saw from a woman who said that she had matched with a man on a dating site and he never said anything. So she finally was like, hello? He sent her a message and he's like, I'm sorry, this isn't going to work out. I need my woman obsessed with me. I need a woman who's devoted to me. He'd never even spoken to her before. Even if they just met you, or even if they just matched with you on a dating site, they want you to choose them over anything and everyone, even yourself. Some men come into your life with this tremendous sense of self-importance where they need to see how much of your ego and pride are you willing to forfeit for their entertainment, for their pleasure. These are the kind of men that make those long Facebook anniversary posts where they brag about how they cheated on you and you stayed, how they had a baby on you and you stayed. The private and public sacrifices and humiliation is the point. You want to be able to brag to their homeboys, look at what I got her doing. It's going to require that you give up your rent-controlled apartment in New York. Yes, she used to be a doctor, but I made her give all that up to raise my kids. She didn't want kids at all, but I convinced her to have my son. They're going to go out of their way to ask you for extreme sacrifices because that's the only way they know how to measure whether or not you love them or not. And the mere fact that he would expect you to is evidence that he is not your person. A healthy relationship does not require you to set yourself on fire in order to keep your partner warm.
Are you single?
What's that?
Are you single?
I am.
I'm a matchmaker. I want to help you find a very cool girlfriend.
Let's do it.
Why are you single?
I moved to New York last year, and I think like everybody else, you kind of play the field, you try to kind of see what you like, and I think that, you know, there's a lot of options here. It's hard to know what to pick.
What is your type? I'm going to help you find a very beautiful girlfriend.
Let's do it. I'm someone that's like athletic. I like to run. I like to work out. I like someone that's healthy, that likes to cook. I don't go out a ton, so someone that, you know, can go out and have a good time, but is not really looking to burn it down anymore.
So as long as she's fit and she has good, healthy habits, she gets to date this very handsome man right here.
That's exactly right.
Where would you take her for the first date?
To kind of like pattern interrupt a little bit. I think the dinner and the drinks thing is a little bit overrated. The comedy shows are a great thing to do in New York. There's so many different clubs you could go to.
Are you looking for somebody in New York City or long distance could work?
You know, I think that both are okay. You know, I think there's a benefit to both. I think having someone in the city is great.
What do you bring into a relationship?
I would say just someone that's going to care about you, always been very thoughtful.
Well, if you are a cool girl who has healthy habits and is very fit, you should definitely slide in his DMs.
Hit me up.
And you have to also understand, if men are opting out of dating, well, why are you doing that? Well, a lot of men, especially older brothers, older fellas who have been working, grinding, brothers might have been divorced. They might have been divorced already. They had the house. Some of these brothers then gone all the way up, had the house, still got the house, had to rebuild after divorce. And now that man gets himself, because you know money ain't everything, right? But I've used my wherewithal to go back and grind and get what I had before she drained me, right? Took everything I had. I use all of that to get back to where I was. And now I'm a little bit more protective of my peace. I'm a little bit more protective of my lifestyle that I've worked twice, probably 2 or 3 times at that point in time to get back to. And so it's easy for a man to kind of back off and say, you know, once again, I like you. I think you're a nice person, but I worked hard. And you know, a lot of times modern women aren't really giving men the confirmation or the signals that they need in order for a man to feel comfortable going fully into this relationship or throwing his full weight, attention, and interest.
Here's some etiquette for when a woman is approaching the table. You don't see it much anymore, but it used to come as second nature for men. And it's time to bring this classy gesture back. Whether it's your wife, girlfriend, mom, or even a coworker. This is a simple gesture that speaks volumes. Whether she's joining for the first time or just coming back from the restroom, it's respectful for the man to stand as a woman approaches. Remain standing until she takes her seat, and then you kindly take your seat. If she happens to be sitting beside you, proper etiquette is to stand up, walk behind her chair, gently pull it out, and kindly push her chair back in before returning to your seat. Now, I know some of the younger guys might be wondering, what's the point of doing all of this? And I'm here to tell you that standing up isn't just a gesture. It's a sign of honor. It says, I see you. I respect you. And that's the heart of masculine leadership. Chivalry in class, not control. And ladies, gracefully accept this chivalry without feeling like it makes you look weak or dependent. It doesn't mean you can't do things for yourself. It actually enhances mutual respect. And it gives off that signal that you're open to letting him lead in small but meaningful ways. A way to show your appreciation is a simple thank you, a smile while you're sitting down, or even a head nod is more than enough. Chivalry is not if you can learn to receive it. If this video helped you, follow me for more.
And modern women, you're going to sit up here and wonder why men ain't, coming up to you like they used to. Why they're not asking you out, why they're not pursuing you like you want to be pursued. But modern women have this thing to where they can ask you all of the questions that they want to ask you. They can dig into your background. Well, I got to do it to be safe. And indeed, I saw a video just recently where a young lady was surrounded by some dudes, just had her in a corner somewhere, and that was horrifying. So I understand it and I get it from that perspective. I'm not even sure what those dudes were doing. It's like criminal behavior. And then they posted it on Facebook like idiots. But the point is, a lot of men are not asking out because a lot of men are being associated with that. A lot of men are being associated with criminal behavior. And they might be like, well, that's not me, and I don't want to make a woman feel uncomfortable, so I'm not even going to go approach. I'm not even going to go ask her out. I'm just going to leave her alone. I might say a comment or something like that, or compliment and leave her alone. Number one. Number two, I don't want to be called creepy. I don't want to be called creepy. There's too much stuff involved in what's going on today. I don't want to do that, man. I'd rather give me a beer and go on back to the house.
Problem is that a lot of women don't give a about a man's emotions until they don't get the solution that they want. It's a lot of men that are in marriages or that are in relationships, working their ass off, providing, doing their thing, being there for her, being there for the kids every single day. And he's miserable. But he doesn't have an outlet to come and explain to her why I'm miserable, or have an outlet to come and decompress and things of that nature, because everything's being taken care of. So from her end, it's convenient for her not to dig, not to ask, under the guise that she might be an issue. And she doesn't want to discover that I'm the problem. So I'm going to ignore the fact that my man is miserable. I'm going to ignore the fact that my man is not really acting like himself, or whatever the case may be. How have we gotten this far without us being on the same page emotionally, or without you being able to identify what triggers me, or identify what my husband is acting a little different? Let me investigate and see what the hell is going on. But that's not the thought. But when it's a man, we have to do that, or else the relationship won't survive, right? So all I'm saying is that if you really love that man the way you say you do, you got to prioritize that man's emotions, not just in times of turmoil, not just in times of when he might have lost his job, or you can't buy that bag you want, or you can't go on that trip you want. Nah, when it's going good and I notice that my man ain't acting right, I need to dig and figure out what's going on. And if I'm the problem, so be it. I'm going to talk to my man about how I can fix it. But it's not a lot of women who prioritize it.
I don't understand how y'all didn't get my point. So just for a little context for everyone, it's something about Henry Cavill said. It's right here. If you like her, just ask her out. It always works for me. I'm not telling you guys to not shoot your shot. Of course, go ahead, shoot your shot. If someone's not getting results, they're asking someone who has better results, who's seen more success than them for, advice. Telling them to just be themselves, to just be authentic, to be genuine is not a good advice. Because let's use basketball, for example. Because, that's where the metaphor came from. Don't just keep chucking the ball. You don't just keep on, throwing the ball and hoping that it shoots. You're not going to get the best results. If you want better results, you need technique. You need to work on your form. And on top of that, if you want to perform better, you need to hit the gym. You need to stay in shape. That's also how it is when it comes to dating. Don't just shoot your shot a million times, DM every girl on Instagram or whatever. You need to work on yourself, is what I'm trying to say. Get your money up, get your looks up, get your physique up or whatever. You need some game. You need some riz, dog. You need to work on your form. You need to work on your technique. Sure, you can shoot your shot a million times and 10 of them are going to be a bucket. But you can improve your results in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully this makes more sense now. Okay? But yeah, that's about it. See ya.
And I think a lot of these modern women don't realize, and it could be really honestly and truly, it don't really matter if you 30, 40, 50. At some point in time, the experience with a lot of these modern women becomes copy paste, where you're pretty much running into the same problem. They pretty much have the same attitude. They're pretty much going to tell you the same story. A lot of these modern women, really honestly and truly, and I hate to say it like this, they're lying. Straight up lying. They're liars. And they also have a loser mindset. Even for some of these ladies making money, because you can make money and you can still be a loser. A lot of these modern women are losers, and men can see that. You might be good at making money, but you ain't good at making a home. And that's what I'm looking for. I love your money. Keep on bringing it in. We can do something with it. We can really build something with it. But your attitude has to match. As good as you are at making money, you got to be good at having a great attitude. You got to be good at discipline, effective communication, emotional regulation. And a lot of modern women are not that. And that is why, in a lot of instances, men are checking out of dating.
Despite what they say, there's nothing more disgusting to women than you chasing them. All that begging, crying, pleading.
Unless you playing that game because you know you gonna come. Because women go in and out of the personality.
Yeah. So yeah, when she playing the game,
yes.
like I'm trying to get this reaction out of you.
Yes.
Then for sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
She's wet.
Yeah. She have his fault. Yeah.
But when that lights go off, get the police.
Yeah.
Get this
when
nigga
she's
away.
done for real.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can do. Is try to keep pushing. As a matter of fact, you'll stand a better chance of getting her back by just agreeing with her, and just giving her that distance, no contact. All right, bye. And then she see that you living your life and you happy. You have a. I would say
spinning a block.
I would say in my experience, you have like an 80% chance of getting her back.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 95. If you want her back.
Yeah, if you want her back.
If you want her back.
Yeah. Accept the breakup.
Yeah.
No contact and go live your life.
Yeah.
She coming back.
Yeah. And then go switch it on you like you ain't even care.
Yeah. You ain't even
come back to me.
Yeah. But if you make it seem like I'm lost without you. She gonna drag you.
Oh yeah.
She gonna drag
by
you.
Your
She's
head.
gonna get disgusted by you each fucking message, each call, each time.
Yes.
I experienced that shit one time. She was just talking to me and I was just like, yo, who the fuck you talking to? Like, my nigga, like, yo, what the fuck is it? What are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? After that conversation, I just deaded it, right? Just went straight cold turkey. And what do you know?
Of course.
Spin the block, my boy. It's always worked for me like that. Yes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because the other niggas dropped them on their head. All right, let me go back to Old Faithful, see if he's still there.
And that's what it be, bro. Yeah. When you start acting with, it's all right, I'm going.
Yeah,
all right, I'll holler at you.
Yeah.
Like, anytime women start acting funny, I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. They gonna lie and be like, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's when they start acting funny. That's when they start acting cold and different. All the time. Go be with
Here's the simplest dating advice you'll ever need in your life, but most of you won't listen because you guys like to argue and complain about stupid that is very easy to understand. That person that has inconsistent communication with you just doesn't like you that much. That person that ghosted you isn't a bad person. They just became uninterested or found someone else. Move on, find someone else to text you. If your partner cheated on you, leave them. And if you don't leave them, which most of you won't because most of you lack standards and self-respect, shut up about it, stop hanging it over their head, and learn how to work through it together. Or else, move on. If a man does not want to pay all your bills and wants to go 50-50, that doesn't make him a bum, that doesn't make him a bad guy, that doesn't make him a little boy. He's still a man, just a man with different interests and goals in life. Go find you someone who will. There's 8 billion people in the world, I promise you can find one. That woman that wants all her bills paid doesn't make her a gold digger, doesn't make her a just go find you one that can do 50-50 with you. It's very simple. She just doesn't want what you want, and that's okay. You cannot attract the type of person you want if you are also not the person that they want. Get off the couch if you want a gym rat. Open up a book if you want someone who reads books a lot. It's very simple. Men aren't your standards are. You attract what you are. So maybe it's time to do some self-reflection. Most men under 30 don't have their together, and that's okay. Stop letting social media fill up your head with these unrealistic standards. This one is gonna ruffle some feathers. Men have it way harder in life than we do, especially when it comes to money. So stop being a 25-year-old woman wondering why this 25-year-old man can't bust his...
A lot of these modern women are seeing men and they're saying, well, men don't really seem like they like women. They're less hungry. They don't, who's gonna be the boys? They don't really hunt anymore like men used to, right? And I think men realize that there's not really much out there that's worth hunting for. At some point in time, when a man hunts, he's going to get a prize. I can see the prize in front of me. If I'm really quiet, if I get really good at hunting, there's no way that the prize escapes me. There's no way. No way that it does. I'm watching it. If I'm quiet, I might miss this one. I might miss this one. But one of them I'm going to catch. That's usually how hunting goes, right? Modern women, totally different scenario. They pride themselves on not getting caught. None of them. And they want you to try endlessly, spend money endlessly, but you're never going to catch me. They make it clear from the outset. I don't want to be caught. You're not going to catch me, but I do want your money though. And when a man sees that type of stuff, what's going to make me hungry for that? What's going to make me beg for that? I'm going to beg for a bill. I'm going to beg to pay for somebody that don't even like me. Are you serious?
Now, y'all do realize that the number one reason men aren't pursuing relationships is because they have to beg y'all for head, right? Even after they claim you, like after they make you his woman and they date you, you get in a relationship and get comfortable, and now you feel like you got reasons and excuses for you to not give up the cheeks or, the sloppy toppy. Like, what part of the game is that? Now we about to have a whole bunch of women jump in the comment section and not take no accountability, talking about it's my body, I don't have to, we got periods, we got feelings, and this, that, and the third. Cool. So when your man go and step out and cheat, because it's our body too, and to be honest with you, if we not busting at least 2 loads a week, that's a health risk for us as a man. So if you give us an excuse, then we justified to go out and get it somewhere else, right? No. So why do you think you can give us an excuse for you to not do it? If that was the case, I might as well just stay single. Because if your man denied you cheeks, you would literally throw a hissy fit and it would be World War III. But you think you can deny this man cheeks after working long hours, right? And this is how we show our love and affection. There's a lot of men going through this right now in marriages and relationships that can't even speak out about it and scared to speak out about it because they don't want to be seen or look at as, a deviant or this, that, and the third. I got you, brother. Don't worry. Let me get you. What man want to sit up in a house with you all day, every single day, and hear you run your mouth, but you're not using your mouth to satisfy this man? Be honest with yourself. What man want to go to sleep next to you, farting and doing all this in the bed and but you can't even, turn around and toot that up and when it's time to go to work at 3, 4 in the morning. But you gonna give me an excuse though. And y'all wonder why I want to date y'all, bro, because even when they claim y'all, be miserable. Let's be honest about it.
So I met my current boyfriend and my last boyfriend by me going up to them at a bar. And I do not think I'm the spokesperson for successful relationships, nor do I think you need a boyfriend or should want one ever. But maybe you want to meet some more guys, maybe you're ready to put yourself out there a little bit more, you want to go on dates, you do want a boyfriend, whatever. Go up to that cute guy at the bar. It totally flips the script, it gives you the power. Like, that kind of confidence is so attractive to a guy. I know it's so daunting, but just shoot your shot. It's so low stakes. If you don't vibe, you can just turn around and go back to your friends and probably never see them again. We all know guys aren't going up to girls at the bar, so go up to them. It'll probably scare the shit out of them and they'll love it. That's my TED Talk for the day.
These modern women build their life in entitlement, right? When we talk about a man having to be 6 foot, 6 figures, emotionally intelligent, all of that stuff, this is what a woman is expecting, right? I can get with you on the emotionally intelligent. I can get with you on being an effective communicator. I get with you on that. But having to be 6 foot and make 6 figures is really, it's not necessary. Once again, I was watching a show with my wife, and some of these things, you really listen to what other couples are fighting over. And you're like, man, that stuff really does not matter. It really doesn't. It's a nice to have, but it really doesn't matter. You guys, and I understand, you want somebody in a certain place. This is the bare minimum that I need to have, right? Or that I want. Some things you need, some things you want. Some of these things that we're wanting, we don't need. It would be a nice to have. And I'm not saying that you need to go out there and you need to struggle. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, some of this stuff that we be asking for and that we say we be needing in a partner, we do not need. And you're making it harder on yourself to find somebody that you can settle down with. You don't have the stomach to say, okay, I can fix this. And then if I don't know how to fix it, I struggle through it and I figure out how to fix it. I have no idea what to do. As a parent, you're going to be doing that. As a parent, you're going to be doing that anyway. You ain't going to know what you're doing. Not even the first clue. You might be reading books. People be telling you, do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that. You don't know what the heck you're doing. It's going to be the same way on the job. I don't know what I'm doing. I told these folks that I can do X, Y, and Z. I don't even know what X is. I don't have the faintest clue what Y is. So you're going to be struggling through it and figuring it out. You're going to be doing the same thing, single, struggling through it and figuring it out. What makes it harder a lot of times in relationships is the other person is working against you, or you feel like you're carrying that other person, right? But once again, even with that, you need to have perspective, because you might be thinking, well, this person is going against me. This person is, I'm carrying this person. This person's dead weight. But then you remove that person because for sure that person is the problem, only to find out, wait a minute, maybe that person was trying to help me out and I spent so much time yapping that I didn't really realize that what they said was kind of right. It wasn't the way that I would have done it, but they had a point. Maybe I should look at that again. And if that's the case, it might not be a bad idea to call them up and say, hey, my bad, I'm sorry. Now, they might not pick up your phone call or whatever, they might have blocked you, but you reach out and say, I tried. That's a part of you going back and righting your wrongs. Even if they still try to cuss you out and go crazy and stuff like that. Hey, that was my bad. I'm sorry about that. You didn't deserve to be treated like that. And, that I really didn't understand it. So for that, I apologize. Whether they accept it or not, I got my life right and I'm moving forward. It's going to help you in your next relationship because that's going to be you taking accountability and you're going to be able to do it freely. You're going to be able to own your part and you're going to be able to say, now, this is where I felt slighted, or this is where I felt like you were doing this, this, and this. And y'all can sit back and have a conversation without screaming and hollering and accusing and finger pointing at each other. And really a lot of that starts with, in part at least, not being entitled and having these silly, unrealistic expectations and standards.